Here we are with the Floureon FX-10. Now, I'm a huge fan of this one. This one flies great. It fits in the palm of your hand and it flies so well, and it is so cheap. You really can't go wrong with this one. This one comes in at the time of my purchase at just under 14 bucks on gearbest.com, and I highly recommend this one. This one, anyone can fly. It's definitely something you could start out with. So small, you're not gonna do too much damage with it to things around the house or something like that. The only downside I would see to a beginner flying something like this is there's no prop guards, and these props aren't the most durable. I haven't had any issues with it, but I haven't crashed it all that much. I could see a beginner breaking props on this fairly easily, and that's going to be a big downside to this one as far as the beginner goes. As far as price goes, it's definitely priced right for anyone to purchase, and it's cheap enough that if you break it, not a huge deal. You're only out about 14 bucks. Would have been cool if they could have sort of included some sort of prop guard on this one, but this one being so small, the motors are working hard just to lift the battery in this one, so I can see why they omitted something like prop guards. It's going to add more weight to it. It's going to have adverse effects on the flight characteristics, so not a huge deal. If you have any sort of experience flying quadcopters, you're definitely going to want to get this. You can definitely just put this guy in the transmitter, stores right in the transmitter, and you can put it in your pocket and literally fly this thing anywhere. And it flies amazing. I've flown it indoors, I've flown it outdoors, I've flown it in fairly windy conditions, put it in the high rate, and this one hasn't had a problem. This one has 2 rates and headless mode. So it's got a low rate and a high rate and then headless mode. I don't mess around with headless mode too much. I have used it in this one. It does seem to work, but my tests with it have been very limited. On low rate, you can fly it around indoors, no problem. Outside, you're gonna always wanna fly this one in higher rate because it can fight a little bit of wind, but you're definitely gonna wanna make sure you have it in the high rate so you can fight any sort of wind pickup, because even the slightest bit of wind outside is gonna affect this one. But for the most part, unless you're in some sort of storm conditions or something like that, you're gonna be able to fight winds with this one. This one does do flips, very tight flips. Doesn't seem to have any sort of trouble recovering from them. It's so small that you may think that doing something like flipping it would have some sort of adverse effect on it, but doesn't seem to bother it at all. Flies great, recovers from them quickly. You can fly it around. Can't really do funnels or anything with this one. They're not super tight. Basically with this one, I just have a blast. I mean, I pretty much take it with me whenever I leave the house, and if I get bored somewhere doing something, just step somewhere where I can fly it around for a few minutes, and it's good to go. As far as flight time goes, you get about 5 minutes, right in the 5-minute range in this one, depending on whether you're outside fighting wind or you're inside. Obviously outside in the wind, you're gonna get a little bit shorter. Inside, you're gonna get maybe a little bit longer. And charging time on this one is right around 20 minutes. So pretty good charge to flight ratio. 5 minutes of flight, 20 minutes of charge. Can't really complain about that. It's got nice bright LEDs on it. You got the blue in the front and the red in the back. You can definitely fly this one at night, although it is small, so you're not gonna wanna fly it away from you too far because it'll be hard to find even with the LEDs on it. So really, I don't have very many bad things to say about it. It's durable, it flies great, it's tiny, you can take it anywhere, you get a decent flight time out of it, quick charge time, and it's super cheap. I mean, really, what more do you want in this? If it had a camera, it'd probably be the perfect quad. Basically, that's all I got today with the Floureon FX-10. I'm a big fan of this little quad. If I missed anything, be sure to hit me up in the comments below with any questions. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up in the video, subscribe to my channel. I thank you guys for watching. Happy flying. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Boom.